Hi everyone, welcome to the form filling of IIFT program. Before we get into the form filling, the actual form filling, let us look at what are the things that we need to keep in mind and what are the things that we need to keep ready. So, the first thing that we need to look at is the eligibility. Remember guys, IIFT is not conducting their own test. So, what is IIFT doing? It is going to take the score of IPMAT, that means the IIM Indore entrance test. Okay, so IIFT not conducting their own test, so you will have to make sure that you would have applied to IIM Indore. The last date to do that is already done. So if you have applied to IIM Indore, you can definitely apply to IIFT. So now, what is the eligibility that they have mentioned? So if you look at the eligibility, candidate should have passed their 10th plus 2, that means 10th plus 12 in any board, be it arts, commerce, stream, anything, but a minimum of 60% or more is required. Also, you should have passed your 12th in either 2020, 21 or appearing in 2022. So if you have passed your 12th in 2019, you will not be eligible for IIFT. Same way, the candidate must have passed their 10th or an equivalent exam in 2018, nothing prior to that. So if you have passed your 10th standard in 2017, you are not eligible for the test. Now, another important thing to be remembered is maths is a subject that is compulsory at your plus 2 level. Okay, so if you have not taken maths, once again, you are not going to be eligible to take the test, or you are not going to be eligible to apply to IIFT. A candidate should have been born on or before 1st August 2002. Okay, and a candidate must have applied to IPMAT Indore, because if you would have not applied to IPMAT Indore, you will not be able to apply to the IIFT college. So these are the basic eligibility that you will have to keep in mind. Moving on to what would be the selection process, since they are not taking their own test and they are taking the IPMAT entrance test score, how do you think they are going to select you? So as you can see on the screen, there are 3 parameters that they are going to take care of. Your academic consistency, basically 10 standard, is given 20% weightage. Your gender diversity is given 2% weightage. That means if you are a male, you don't get any points out here. But if you are a female, you straightforward get 2 points out here. And your entrance test score is 78% weightage given to it. So whatever is your score in the IPMAT entrance test, it is converted into 78% of your marks. Okay. What are the important dates that you need to keep in mind? The release of advertisement and the application form for IIFT started in the first week of May. The last date for submission of the IPMAT entrance test was 21st of May. The date of IPMAT aptitude test is 2nd July. However, the important point here is the last date to apply for IIFT. The last date to apply for IIFT is 2nd June 2022. So please make sure we have approximately 10 days left. So make sure that if you want to apply to IIFT, be in a little rush. There is no long process. It will hardly take you 10 minutes because you have already applied to IPMAT. So it will hardly take you 10 minutes to apply to IIFT. So make sure that you apply before 2nd of July. So what are the fees that you need to pay for applying to IIFT? If you belong to either a general category or if you belong to OBC, you will have to pay 2,000 rupees. And if you belong to either of a SC category or an SC category or a PWD category, you will have to pay 1,000 rupees for applying to IIFT college. Checklist now. So these are the things that you need to keep in mind before filling the form. It is suggested that the candidate should keep the following things ready: a valid email ID, as all communications will happen via email; a valid mobile number, as important information will be sent via SMS; a scanned passport photograph; a scanned signature; and the 10th and 12th mark sheet scanned self-attested copies. Now, what do you mean by self-attested copies? You take a photograph, you take a Xerox, sign on it, and that is all that is required. Okay. Another important thing, your photograph and your signature has to be either in JPG or JPEG format. So just keep this 5 things ready. Email ID, I'm sure everyone would have it. A valid mobile number is also what I think everyone has it. What you need to make sure is your photograph is ready, your signature is ready, and your 10th and 12th mark sheets are ready. So these are the documents that you need to keep ready before you actually go on to the IIFT website and start filling the forms. Steps in application process. What is your first step? Visit the IIM Indore website and fill their online form, which I'm sure everyone would have done it by now. The second step is visit the IIFT website, click on the admission icon, which I will just show it to you in some time. Okay, and submit the IIFT form. So these are the two steps that you need to do. So before you get into step 2, just keep your IPMAT registration number also handy with you, because you will have to start with that input. Okay, so now let us get into the actual form filling. The link for the same was given to you earlier. So if I click on the link, this is where we come up to. Now, first thing that we need to do is enter your IPMAT registration number. So if I enter my IPMAT registration number, enter the email ID, confirm your email ID, then enter your mobile number, confirm the mobile number, and click on submit and proceed to the next step. Once I click on submit, make sure that your email ID and confirm email ID is the same. You will come to this page. So now you need to input your name, your nationality, your category, which most of us would be in the general category. If you have any disability, mention here, your mother's name, your father's name, your date of birth, your gender, and address for correspondence. Please make sure that you mention a proper address. Thereafter, you need to plug in your academic details of standard 10th and standard 12th. Same parameters for both. Year of passing 10th and 12th, your name of the school or the college where you have completed your 10th and 12th, then your city from which you completed your 10th and 12th, the name of the board, your percentage or CGPA. Both options are given. So if you have a percentage, select percentage here and input your percentage. If you have a CGPA, select CGPA, and equivalent percentage is what you will have to mention. So these are the things that you need to fill in for 10th standard as well as the 12th standard. Okay, then once you have paid your fee, you need to write down your transaction ID here and the date on which you made the payment. Okay, and we have already kept our photo, signatures, and the 10th and the 12th mark sheet ready. Upload this here, you save details, and when you click on proceed, your application will be completed. So what you will get on the screen would be an IIFT application number. Okay, just keep that handy because that is something that you will require in future. With this, we have finished the form filling of IIFT admission process. If you have any doubts, please make sure that you get into any of your centers. You can get into any of your closest centers. They will help you out. Thank you.